Morning campers, it's Ian, Keith, Dad, Grandad. You know the routine. Alright, it's Monday morning, Monday the 3rd of June, 6 weeks after me first cycle of the chemo. And the fun ball keeps rolling. When they give you the chemo, they give you like a 5-page document telling you all these things to watch out for, effects, rashes, high temperatures, all sorts of things, vomiting, diarrhea, constipation. And they give you a 24-hour hotline to phone. It's manned 24 hours, as the word says, and very nice nurse. And they also give you a little blue and white card, and it says on it, neurosepsis, neuropenic sepsis, that was it. Basically says the possessor of this card is at very high risk of getting sepsis due to chemotherapy. And if you present that at the A&E at the hospital, you get immediate action. Yeah, so I had my chemo, as you know, last Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all went. I felt good, smooth, But of course, you're still on a few steroids, so that's masking things. Come Friday morning, I felt rough. Like flu. I mean, real bad flu. I had COVID last year. I didn't feel COVID was not a patch on this. Oh, terrible. So on Friday, effectively, I just lay down and deed. Just slept. And I was in this weird sort of, my brain was all over. But what I kept doing on Friday was I kept checking my temperature, because I thought, it feels like I'm running in a real bad temperature. But I wasn't. It was about 36.5, 37. So I thought, oh well, it'll pick up Saturday. So on Saturday morning, I was still feeling, I could hardly walk, all my calf muscles sore. I was getting these stabbing pains, as you do with flu, in the joints. So I was hobbling around and, feeling not very pleased with myself. And monitoring my temperature, as they advised me to, regularly. And ordering myself one of these little ear things, because I was putting the thing in my mouth. And very slow, so the one in the ear is rapid. Yeah, so I started perking up a little bit on Saturday evening, and I wasn't eating a great deal. Oh, that's the other thing. Water, ugh. It tastes like almost like battery acid. Not that acidic, but, it got that tangy bit like a lemony tang, but not lemon. Lemon's nice. Well, they call it, they say it's like a metallic taste. Well, it's not metallic to me. It's more of an alkaline or acid. But anyway, but I'm still drinking plenty of water, which they tell you you've got to. But food, some of it I was leaving half my dinner, But some of the, if I had a curry or something like that, I loved it. Because you didn't get all that nasty flavour. If you had chicken and chips, it just chips nothing, like chewing a stick. So, but anyway, you got to get on. You expect these things. So coming to the story, on Saturday night, I was just about to go to bed about 10 to 10. I thought best check my temperature, and it had been sort of climbing slightly all day. And last time I checked it was 37.3, I think it was. And they said anything above 37.5, you have to phone the 24-hour hospital outline. Anyway, I checked it before I went to bed, and guess what? 37.8, 37.7, I think it was. And I felt crap, so I thought, there's something not right. So sat down, phoned the 24-hour helpline, and sure enough, within 2 or 3 rings, it answered. And this lovely, lovely nurse, Helen, hi Helen, if you watch, doubt whether you will be. She takes me through everything, does the usual thing, date of birth, name, address, making sure it's me, hospital number. And then she starts asking questions like, have you opened your bowels? How often have you opened your bowels? What's it like? And have you got any rashes anywhere? Have you got anything in the palms of your hands, soles of your feet? Any swelling at your ankles? No, have you vomited? Do you feel nauseous? What have you eaten today? So she goes through really thorough. And obviously she's doing a tick sheet on the computer. So when she finishes, she says, I think to be safe, you need to come in. Well, it's like an hour's drive, isn't it? She says, I can send you an ambulance if you need. I said, no, I'll drive myself. She says, but I need to get onto the registrar to get you a bed. I'll phone you back. So anyway, I'm busy getting my clothes on and everything, getting ready for hospital, Forgetting more stuff, remembering some, forgetting more. It's like panic. I forgot to take all my tablets and things like that. So anyway, she phones back and says, I can't get out at registrar, she must be busy. Set off. Because, it's like a 50-minute drive to hospital. She says, and we'll be ready for you when you get here. Just arrive at A&E and show them your blue and white card. Which is what I did. And they weren't that quick. I mean, she obviously recognised what the cards were. Neuropenic sepsis card. But I expected to be whipped straight in, because waiting room was full, And of course, I'm immune suppressed, and I can't sit anywhere because the whole seats are full. And I'm feeling all, dizzy and not flu symptoms. And in the end, somebody moved and managed to get a seat, but dear me, I was ready to faint. My head was buzzing. This sort of light-headed, not the little glowworms, but. And everything was sort of flashy and, I was close to passing out, I think. So I watched the clock and I'd been there about an hour and I'm thinking, this is terrible. Anyway, this guy eventually comes, shouts my name. And then they put you through as part of neuropenic sepsis, there's a bank of blood tests that they have to do. So he does all the usual sort of blood pressure, heart rate, and he takes urine sample, takes all these bloods, and he's on the other thing. There's a COVID as well, because I got a sore throat. So they send them off. He says, it'll be 2 hours. He says, we'll get you in a room. And it was an isolation room. And there was a bit cold. But they've got a bed in there with a blanket, which was, like putting an handkerchief over you. It was so tidgy. I laid down and sort of managed, I was knackered. I was feeling rough. I felt happy being at hospital because, you're in the right place. Yeah, so they then came and gave me an X-ray. This, Spanish guy, so I had a bit of a chat in Spanish to him, which pleased him no end. Jesus. And big smile on his face. I cheered another nurse up, you see. So, and, so I'll skip the story a little bit in that I was there most of the night, well, all night. They said I would be. And they were monitoring me, kept coming in occasionally. They put me on a drip, a saline drip. They gave me some Zoladex or something, antibiotics, which is what she said would be a broad spectrum antibiotic, because they didn't know where it was coming from until they got the results. So, and I started, that sort of fluey feeling started to recede. But what was the thing then? Brain fuzz. Female hormones. I know what women feel like now. Sorry, all you females watching this. I'm just experiencing what you go through every day. Anyway, yeah, so, oh, dear me. So I get to end at night, I should say, and I've had a few hours kip. And they ask you to come round, do another check, checking my stomach, feeling for pain and things. So doctor comes in the morning about 7 o'clock and says, we've got all the results, everything looks fine, we can't find anything significant, although we're still doing some culture tests on your urine and on some of the bloods, so we won't have the results for another 24 whatever hours. He says, so you might as well go home. He says, we'll give you some more antibiotics to take while you're at home, just to keep you going, and if there's any problem at all, we'll phone you up and let you know. You have to come back in. So, so off I toddled home. Now, when I got home then, of course I'm feeling a bit better. I'm doing little bits of jobs and moving about a bit more than I was, which is good. But I start noticing that, because what you do when you're on chemo, you pee and you shit all the chemicals out, and they tell you to wash very regularly. At the end of your urethra and obviously your backside. But clearly some of these chemicals, they must have cracking me bum, so I've got right sore and itchy bum now. And then, here we are, look, I put this on purpose because it's easier for me. You see my neck here? All this. It's some sort of allergic reaction. Because if you remember me telling you, chemo attacks the cells that reproduce very quick. And one of those is skin cells. So it stops them from reproducing. And I suspect that's what this is. It's like an allergy. But the skin's not regenerating, so it's really, really sore, and it itches like crazy. I've tried chamomile, I've tried thrush cream, I've tried bloody E45, you name it, I've tried it. None of it settles. So, I could scratch it until it bled. So anyway, it's now coming up 7 o'clock. GP's opens at 8:15, so I'm going to phone him up. Because they say, if you get a rash like this, I'm supposed to phone 24-hour hotline at hospital. But this came on last night, and obviously what they're concerned about is an anaphylactic shock. Well, it's not anaphylactic because it's not in my mouth. I'm not having trouble breathing or anything. But that's what they're concerned about at hospital. You're deemed from an anaphylactic shock reaction. But I'm guessing it's a similar thing that's on me cracking my bum. So I'm going to set it, doc, I need some cream for me posterior and for my neck. I'm just hoping he gets it to settle. Still got a headache. The doctor did say it's a couple of days and you'll start to chirp up a bit. But he said that you're immune suppressed, so, you got to be very careful you don't get in touch with anybody. And it's my wife's birthday today. 74. Bloody hell. So the kids are coming round, but they'll sit out in the garden with her while I sit in the house. Shout through the doors, you know. Yeah, so that's where we're at. The continuing saga. I didn't expect to do one of these until probably later on this week. But events have surpassed me. It's only a 15-minute one, so I think I'll cut it off there. Send it round all the friends, family, so you know what's happening. I just hope that all this lot doesn't stop me from having second cycle, because I reckon second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth cycle get progressively worse because it builds up in your body. Oh no, I mean, I need it to work. You know, I ain't got many chances with this. And try and get remission, although they're telling me I won't. Aim to prove them wrong. Oh, no, I'm not scratching my face now, I'm scratching this. Okay, I'll love you all loads. Anybody who's watching it, you know, feel free to comment. I told you I'd do it warts and all. And every bit that goes through, you'll find out about. You'll know what's been going off. Have another glorious look at my little red collar. Lovely, innit? It's just above the collarbone. Perfect. Right. Enough gloating. See you later. Bye now.